Hey guys, it's Woody the Unexceptional Gamer. This is a game of Domination on Nuketown. So it's not your typical Domination game. I don't get a gunship and a chopper gunner and get 150 kills with it. Instead, I rock the lower kill streaks. But I do play the objective somewhat. So I have Flak Jacket here, so I jump straight on Bravo and take some guys out, get some kills. And right about here, I throw that grenade to sort of deny entry. That's a popular way for people to walk up, and I just want to shut the door. And here I'm begging for my teammates to help me cap the darn flag, and nobody ever comes. I don't think. Oh, they're on there now. I swear they were late. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that, but I felt awfully alone in game as I was trying to cap that flag. And I think I'm running UAV, counter UAV, attack helicopter, something like that. And there it is. So I take B, and then I rush into their spawn, and I love to get into their house and shoot them as they spawn. It's a fun thing to do. And I've got Flak Jacket here, so that helps a lot. Clean these guys out. And that's probably one of the reasons I was able to take B. I don't recall if I was actually naded or not. But taking B on this map without Flak Jacket is a tough thing to do. So now I'm in the back. I'm in their house. And yeah, there it is. So that happens, I think, more than once. This is a good start to the game, and I pull off my helicopter. You see how these guys are kind of clueless as to how I'm up here? It might look like they're just super duper bad, and look, they're not total studs or anything. But you may have forgotten I called in a counter spy plane, and counter spy plane's a brilliant kill streak, man. Look at this. I love these guys because it blinds them. It makes them kind of dumb, and when you take away that mini map in the top left, and they're used to playing with it, then it really throws you off your game. It throws me off my game too, but I shoot that thing down if I see it. It's funny. I don't like it when people shoot down my air support. I don't think anybody does. I'm not one of the vocal guys about it. But you better believe I shoot down your air support as quickly as I can. So that's how it goes. You see that guy I just killed? Evo Tech or something like that? So that guy, I didn't like him much. After this game, he had all kinds of trash to talk to me. And then he actually stuck in the lobby, and I want to say he went negative about 6 games in a row. We crushed him every single time. There were more like this, but at the end of each game, he had some advice on how I could be a better player. And I was mostly polite to him. I did my whole thing where it was like, hey man, I think we can still be friends. How come you and I aren't getting along? And he was just like, F you, and going off on me. It was crazy. But apparently he thought that I should play more like him. And I looked at his scores and thought I should play nothing like him. And you be the judge. You tell me if you want to be like that guy or not. But in my mind, he was just a bit of a jackass, and that's what you get. So whatever. Noobs will be noobs. That's how this game goes. And on Xbox Live, there's no shortage of guys who want to chat a bunch. So what happens here in this game is after I got off to kind of that nice start, I thought if I slowly worked my way to a second helicopter. Now, mind you, it's just the attack helicopter. It's not like the really good one. I was like, I'm going to slowly work my way to this next helicopter. And with that, I'll have a pretty good game, right? The last time, I don't know how many kills the helicopter got me, but let's say it's worth 5 or so. That would be pretty nice. But what actually happens is, this is kind of a symptom of having a team that's too good, is they all push forward, they own the middle of the map, and they work the spawn trap really aggressively. They're not killing them in the backyard, which would flip the spawn, but they're just not letting them get past, say the garage on that house. And it just mows them down again and again and again. And it makes me, I'll talk about that in a second. It makes me, who's kind of cautiously working their way to the next kill streak, have a hard time finding the targets that I need. So one of the things I've been doing right in Black Ops lately is retreating. So in, let me speed this up for you guys. I mentioned this in other videos, but I know not everyone sees every video. In all the previous Call of Duties, if things were going poorly for you, then turning tail and trying to run was just a really, really bad idea. It would get you killed. There was no way that you could escape once a guy started shooting at you. In this game, you can escape. You're not necessarily stuck where you are. If a guy starts shooting, you don't have to out-aim him every time. You can evade. And it keeps your kill streaks alive. It keeps things going. It would be smart to attack that guy from another angle the next time around. Like, you know, if you're looking, whatever, like on one side of the fountain on Villa, and you know, you get into a gunfight, you decide you're not winning, and you just, you know, bug out of there. It would be a good idea not to come back from the exact same direction, because he's likely to be aiming down sights waiting for you. And I apologize, I know this is a little bit campy, but what I was trying to do was work my way to the next helicopter. And I'm sitting here actually talking to my teammates like, man, you know, I'd have a really special game here if you would just not guard that, you know, not post up by that Jeep on the left, but you know, it's not happening, right? If it's not one guy, it's another, and they just can't let them seem to get to me. I get a couple assists, but whatever. So, but yeah, evading is huge in Black Ops. So if you see yourself starting to lose a gunfight, if you feel like you're a bullet behind, then you'd be wise, instead of just to try to put more and more bullets on target, to get out of dodge and come back and fight him from another direction where you can get the advantage. And that's that. This guy Evotech, the one who complained a lot and said that we should play differently, his frustration was that we were camping. And if you look, you know, everyone on my team is posted up in a position of advantage. Look at Team Art using the car for cover. Look at Wings on the left, darn it, using the Jeep for cover. Here I am using the moving thing for cover. There's another guy, actually there's people to my right also using this moving van for cover. Every one of us is a pretty hard target to hit, and we're making them come to us. What they need to do, like if I was in their position, I would take some cover, slowly move forward from, you know, in a position of advantage, and push these guys out of their cover. Use your nades, use your stuns. Those things are really powerful. Are you seeing me getting stunned in this game? Have you seen anyone lead with a nade on their way here? I haven't, you know, and I spent a little time trying to get a gun. Actually, my teammates are being so nice to me. They were going to kill themselves and give them a gun, but they're running flak jacket. It doesn't even work. But eventually, I think there's a gun on the ground somewhere that it works out, because I'm out of bullets and I'm trying to get another helicopter, and all I was getting was assists. But anyway, what these guys need to do on the other team is post up in a position of advantage and push us back into our own spawn. And it's hard to take B. Flak jacket would help a lot. Another nearly empty gun. Flak jacket would help a lot, but you know, to take Bravo on this map. But they're in a tough spot, because, you know, we're organized and we're all posted up like this. And by the way, I finally got my helicopter, and there's someone else has a helicopter in the air. So you know, it doesn't get me much. The game, whatever, you know, things happen. So maybe I needed to be more aggressive. Maybe I need to take that spot by the Jeep where Wings was, and then I would have got my helicopter faster. Who knows? Or maybe I would have died. But yeah, what they needed to do, like I'm trying to get out, is take some position of advantage and move forward. What they're actually doing, you know, sprinting up the left, sprinting through the garage, sprinting on the right, is not going to get them anything. I mean, you don't win gunfights by sprinting into battle. You lose gunfights by sprinting into battle. And, you know, I have a lot of videos where I just take advantage of guys who sprint into battle, when instead, you know, they should be slowly advancing. You know, why isn't there a guy in the second floor on the other side of the map, cleaning out the guy by the Jeep, right? He's an easy kill for that guy. Why isn't there a guy, you know, posted up inside the house, you know, way in the back there, where you get a position of advantage in clearing out the moving van? That's not what they do. Instead, they just sprint onto the flags all game long, and look at their KDs. Yeah, so this guy Evotech, 8 and 21, he has all kinds of advice on how I can be a better player, and yeah, I didn't take any of it. You know, this happened to him game after. He stuck around for a while. I think he stuck around for 4 or 5 games before he eventually quit. And every game was like this. Yeah, there were no exceptions. So, yeah, it's the difference in play styles. You know, I hear people say, "Oh, rushers will beat campers all the time." No, look, take the map that you want, set up, let them come to you, and this will happen a lot. So, have a good day.